So hi and welcome back to the channel, and I'll be honest, it has been way too long. Now the reality is I've spent a lot of time redesigning this office slash studio, and it's taken me a lot longer than anticipated due to challenges I've had throughout the year. One being the house sale that I was waiting on going through to actually do this, falling through a couple of times, and us trying to get to the position where I was actually happy to do this video. Now I will say this isn't completely done, so I've still got some cable management, some nice little niceties to finish off, but I kind of would like to show you where we've come from to where we are today. Now, the idea of this aesthetic was to go for something that's a little bit cleaner looking. I wanted to be able to focus on having individual areas for work and for play and for video editing, but also kind of change the aesthetic up a little bit to come away from having too much dark furniture, because to be honest I just find that's an absolute dust trap. The second thing is I actually wanted to involve butcher's block, so I've been quite a keen fan of watching other YouTubers use butcher block really well and fitting that in quite nicely. And then finally was to look at introducing a media wall. But again, one, it's a bit of a craze at the moment, but two, also actually what it does to the acoustics in this room is actually quite interesting. So I wanted to be able to leverage that in some of my video recordings, and also actually just see how it changes the kind of audio feel in this room. So without further ado, let's take a bit of a view on down memory lane of where we were before to where we are now. And what I'm also going to do is show you the fact that I've recorded the rest of the video on my Pocket 3, which sits here, which is again an absolutely amazing device, but it was useful for actually doing this video. So I think one of the big things I had was just how kind of tired this was looking at the time. The IKEA desk was lovely, and some of the drawers, which again, the wooden kind of aesthetic IKEA ones, were okay. But personally, what I was trying to do is give it a nice, cleaner, more professional aesthetic, and this just wasn't quite doing it for me. Obviously, I had a door as well into the kitchen and a large 42U cab, which took up a lot of room. And the Secret Labs desk, was as amazing as it was, just felt too gamery. It wasn't the kind of feel I was going for. So the real crazy thing is I'm actually going to be editing this video as I record this, just to make it easy. But what I wanted to do is kind of show you around the office a little bit. I will flip the camera around in a sec so you can kind of get a bit of a vibe and a view. But this has been a passion project of mine now for some time, and I'm actually quite pleased to show it with you. So let's take a look. And as I said, I will be recording this on my Pocket 3, so that does give me some nice ways of transitioning, which is really good. This corner is one of my favourites. So again, this was kind of set out on some IKEA units. So these were just the simple. I think these weren't the Alex drawers. These were more like the Kallax with some drawers. It will vary the naming convention from the UK to US, so I do apologise. But basically, they're the ones that just look like block connectors, and then you can, or just cubes, and then you can add some drawers. So I wanted to do that. I've used some of this 40mm, or say smaller butcher block, which I'll talk about in a moment. I've got two very distinct types. Got this little corner set up with the 3D printer. So this is the X1 Carbon combo with the AMS. I do have a slight issue with one of the reels. So the second reel is grinding a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. I have yet to kind of take it apart to have a look. And at the very top there is one of the SCADIS or SCADA or whatever you want to call them, pegboards basically, with some 3D printed little holders for some of the fake plants that I've got. Holders for my XM5s as well that's up there. And then there's wonderful little YouTube light, which you probably didn't see. This actually come from a creator community event that I'm in. I have actually been doing a lot of work with YouTube in the kind of creator community, which I've been in now for a few months. It's been really nice to actually get to meet fellow YouTubers. But one of the key things is I've not actually been able to attend as many events as I quite wanted to because of the state that this office has been in. In this corner, So a bit of an afterthought with these blinds. Now these are fantastic. I used to have some nice Venetian blinds, but I'll be honest, they got old, got tired, fell apart, that kind of thing. These are, believe it or not, pure white. It's just the kind of lighting in here that's making it look grey, but that's not a bad thing. But these are smart blinds, and these come from a company in the UK called Blinds to Go. They're basically True's smart blinds. They do fully integrate with Home Assistant, which is great, because what I'm able to do from there is basically then have it kind of work at, in sort of morning time, I can have it lift up, and in the evening it absolutely drops down. Now this setup area here is my work setup, and this is basically also used for any kind of business type activity I do. It is a free setup. There's a nice little stand that I got on Amazon for it. I'll stick all the links for everything I've purchased in this office in the description, so if you want or like the look of anything that I've got here, you can absolutely just go and grab it. And again, this chair, it looks like a little bit like a Herman Miller one. It's not, it's like a cheap Amazon one, but for what I wanted from it, it absolutely does the job. About £120. The weight free, I've moved over here, and you'll probably see I've got some nice thick 40mm thick butcher block, which now runs along here. And underneath we've got a lot of Alex drawers, so the Alex type, different style drawers, some little cupboards. Again, all come from IKEA. Really, really useful to do this. If you ever want to build a setup, I would recommend looking at the likes of IKEA just to get you a standard start. And then this worktop, I probably went a bit too thick, to be honest. It is insanely thick, but it's really nice for product shots. So when I do some overhead product shots now going forward, let's say I was looking at this camera, it does give a nice kind of backdrop to it, which is nice. It kind of gives you that. Telly, not much to say. The consumer unit sits up there, so it's kind of hidden by a cupboard. The telly is an LG 55. I went for the C4. I was thinking about the G4, but I'll be honest, couldn't really justify the additional £500 uplift. Just again, some fake foliage. Again, all from IKEA. I've got a couple of little projects that I'm working on at the moment, so hence it's not as tidy as I wanted it to be. But in this corner is my editing setup, and you can see some of the editing set for this particular video. So it's on there, DaVinci Resolve Studio now. Got the full version, really wanted it. Set up there is my 6700 camera, which is my main camera now. I do have the other one as well, which I showed you earlier, which is the EV10-2. Now I used to do a lot of my filming on the original EV10, which was amazing. So it's actually nice to have the two, which gives me a few extra functionalities. This setup here is my gaming setup. So this is what I meant about kind of differentiating between the two. Do apologise from down there. I have got a couple of little projects going on with a Fractal D5 case as well at the moment, and that will kind of come to light a bit later on. Now this case here is an absolutely amazing case. I will say though, it weighs an absolute ton. I will do a review on it later. But again, if you want to know what it is, you can kind of look in there. Similar on this here, we've got a couple of new additions. So again, I'll talk about these gaming pads a bit later. They come from ID Gaming. There's 3 of them situated around now. But down here is probably one of my favourite purchases, apart from my camera and the 3D printer, is this Keychron Hall Effect keyboard. My God, I don't want to ever go back to a normal keyboard. I actually hate using my Logitech now. It's that bad. Again, up here, what we've got is the 42-inch TV, which is the, I think this one's actually the C4 42. That is now my new gaming setup. It's just looks nice from my perspective. And then finally, up in this corner, another pegboard with some 3D prints to hide some of my controllers out the way, and then some surrounds that I've got there. And I did buy myself a new Secret Labs chair. I wish Secret Labs would have watched a lot of my reviews, and instead of just having me as an affiliate, maybe sent me one, which would have been fantastic. But yeah, everything in here has been purchased with my own money. I've not actually had any of this sent to me, which is, yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, maybe one day we'll kind of get that. Now, talking about PCs, like I said, I do have a streaming setup. I am using a Fractal North case, which is sitting down there. Now, the reason I like this case, and I'll go and get right under here, it actually has the very same aesthetics. It's on the lean at the moment because I'm just doing something behind it, but it has the same aesthetics that that my media wall has. So obviously, if we turn around and have a look at the media wall, it has the same aesthetics as that, which is nice. I actually quite liked it. It's probably a shame it's down there, and I might have to have a rethink because it actually does look quite impressive. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. There's a lot more to come in here. I've got a lot more kind of planned. Again, it's just really because it's now at that kind of Christmas period. It's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get some of those things finalised. But I really just wanted to show you kind of where I've come from with it. The kind of flooring I'm quite happy with. Let's flip that round. The flooring is some nice new laminate that we've got on there. And like I said, I've got a couple of little projects on the go as well. So that's probably why it's not as not as tidy as I was hoping. But yeah, that's kind of where we are today. So it's been really, really good to catch up. One, to see, hopefully you've enjoyed this video to see where I've been. I really did want to actually do a film of the build, but I'll be honest, it's been so long and it's actually having the cameras available at the right time. I've also had some help doing this and some of them may have not been comfortable being on camera. So I didn't necessarily want to kind of showcase that so much, but the idea is you can get a feel for what is possible. From where I've come to where it is now, I'm so much happier with the kind of overall look and feel. Some of the gear I've now got tech-wise will absolutely help with video creation in the future. And I'm actually really looking forward to 2025 to actually really hit the ground running. I do apologise to all of the vendors that I've been working with for the last couple of months that I haven't got some of your reviews out. It wasn't intentional. It's just been the time that it's taken to get all of this working. So it's been a little bit frustrating, but nevertheless, we are where we are. Anyway, if you have liked what you've seen, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. And as always, and moving on, I'll see you next time.